Casemiro has announced his exit from Manchester United. He said he's going to be leaving in the summer. There was this clause in his contract that if he's able to play, I think 30 more games, he will have a
Yeah.
contract renewal. We are out of the Carabao Cup. We are out of the FA Cup. So I don't think that clause will be triggered. So he had announced this is his final season with Manchester United. Fred, what do you think about that?
Honestly, I would say in between sad and a bit happy. I'm happy because normally he's among the first persons that will shift blame to, because he's supposed to be a leader in the team. He's supposed to be one of the senior boys. So he's one of the persons that will shoulder the blames that are supposed to go to the team. So yeah, on that end. And also it also gives room for us to buy players, because Manchester United is a club that can be overly dependent on players, especially those that inform. Bruno is a typical example. We've been dependent on Bruno for how many years, and we still do not have a backup or a replacement for Bruno. And now Casemiro is going, and the funny thing is we do not even have a replacement or a backup for Bruno. So yes, I'm sort of happy that he's leaving. Now I'm a bit sad as well that he's leaving, because the leadership quality he brings to the team is going to be missed totally. Aside Bruno, who can lose his temper, who can be temperamental and throw tantrums, Casemiro is the one that brings calm to this team. He knows how to coordinate himself. If he's not there, I'm wondering, is it Maguire that will get to tell Bruno to calm down, or is it Delete? Will Bruno even listen to them? So we are going to be one sort of a leadership player in the team, and we'll be missing somebody who is always eager to give 101% whenever he's playing, whether he's fit or not, whether he's having the best of his game or not. He's willing to give 101%. He's willing to take one for the team. This new generation of players, I don't think they understand the concept of taking anything for the team. They want to just play clean football. They'll play a full 90 minutes and their socks is still neat. Their shirt is not even stained. So it's not a player of Casemiro standard. He's willing to take one for the team. He's willing to die for the back. He's willing to do a whole lot for the team. So we'll be missing him in that respect. And lastly, he has been a player I have always respected. Even when he was having his worst season for Manchester United, I always believed he was going to come through for Manchester United. Now that he's going, I'm looking at the future and I'm trying to look at other clubs and the transfer market, and I'm thinking who is going to be a like-to-like replacement for Casemiro. And honestly, there is nobody on the radar that fits that bill for me right now. So that's where my sadness peaks. But let's see what happens.
Yeah, I agree with you. I would have preferred Casemiro to, reduce his salary to like 150 or 120, then stay 1 year extension. Like you said, leadership.
Yeah.
Try to be a mentor to some of these young boys that are coming up, or any player that will buy. Mino is there. Try to mentor them. But I don't know what happened. I don't know the business. Maybe it's the business part of it, or I'm hearing rumors that it has been agreed even before Amorim was sacked, that he was going to go. But like we said, we are going to miss him. He's a calm head. He's a professional. I think that's what we'll miss about him. He's a professional to the core. You don't when he's benched, you don't see him. 5-time Champions League winner. You don't see him come out to throw tantrums that why am I on the bench? Why are you not playing me? He was benched for several games. What did he do? He put his head down, worked hard, and now he's undroppable. He's undroppable from the team. That's what we love about him, is professionalism. So we are definitely going to miss him in that team, and I wish him all the best. Papi, what do you think about Casemiro announcement that he's leaving? What do you think? Just give me a perspective from a Chelsea fan point of view.
If I give you from a Chelsea point of view, then
Sorry. Give me
a football fan.
Sorry.
Genuinely,
Make a talk up. Give me a perspective. Give me a perspective.
Okay, my perspective, I think whether Casemiro will be a lose or a win for Manchester United depends on the next action. That includes like replacing him, bringing a profile that offers what Casemiro offers. And Casemiro is a world-class player. Like, no matter how I hate Manchester United, I think you guys have a very few good quality players. Let me give you an example. When I started seeing Pedri, Enzo, Bruno comparing, I was what? You're talking about one of the best players in the world. Like, I don't like Man U, but I think Bruno Fernandes is very, very underrated. And that's because he played for Man U. If Bruno played for any other team, I think we would have been hearing Ballon d'Or shouts and stuff, because his record is crazy. Everything else, one thing I goes by is that everything else lies, but no pass on that. No matter Bruno might not be sexy, wow, hallelujah. Sorry. sorry. Okay. Bruno might not be sexy, but I think Bruno is a very good player. But let me not deviate. Let me talk about Casemiro. It depends on who Manchester United brings in to replace him. It depends on what you guys do in terms of replacing him. But I think you guys are losing a very, very big leader. And that's one problem I have with Chelsea and even with Man U. You guys have leaders, but you guys don't have a lot of it. Apart from maybe Bruno, who shows leadership with his performance and how he plays, and Delete, who was a captain for Ajax at a very, very young age. We have Maguire, who I don't know how respected is on the team. I don't think you guys have a lot of leaders on the pitch. And Bruno embodies that, like, that void will be there because I think that this whole new that sporting directors and the whole new modern football shape, I think they downplay the impact of having a very, very a veteran or a leader in your team.
Yeah.
And that is what
Yes. Yeah.
and that is one thing Manchester United is going to miss for Casemiro. Casemiro, on the other hand, I don't think he didn't lose anything. Generally, he's going to go to a different club. Yeah, like for me, I think he's ending up in Saudi. Like, bro, he's going to go and bag those free tax money that he's going to go on a ridiculous salary. So I think for him, that's a very, very big win for him. He came to Man U, he proved, because when he came to Man U, I was like really surprised, like what, like the whole signing didn't make sense to me. Not like, it was not from the aspect of how good he is, from the aspect of going from Madrid, where you start week in, week out, when you like play with world class midfielders and stuff, to Manchester United. Genuinely, it didn't make sense to me. But I think Manchester United will be the biggest losers if you guys don't replace him properly. Now, if you look at the market, when you want to get a similar profile to Casemiro, there's not a lot of them out there. Apart from maybe a player like Caicedo, Rice, bro, I don't think you can get a profile like Casemiro. Everything needs that player that has the dog in him, that player that can disrupt things. And I think Man United have a lot of sexy footballers. You like Chelsea, we have Casemiro, he can disrupt things. He's a dog, he's a madman. And you guys don't have it. If you lose Casemiro in that midfield, it depends on, for me, like I said, the win or lose for Man United depends on how you guys replace him, who comes in for him, the players you guys sign to replace him. I think that will shed the whole light on how on whether it's a big miss for Man U or not. No, for me, from what I'm saying, it's a big miss. And for me, the biggest winner from the whole Casemiro leaving is Casemiro, because he's going to either go to Saudi, which I think is the preferred destination, maybe join Cristiano Ronaldo at Al Nassr,